I'm going to come out and say it. The Los Angeles Clippers rebrand for next season in their new stadium is the best rebrand in sports, in North American sports in the last 5 to 10 years. I said it. I said it. This is coming from a guy, and I'm going to title this something like Marketing Manager Reviews New Clippers Rebrand or something like that. Or maybe I'll title it, This Might Be the Best Ever. I don't know. But the Clippers rebrand done exceptionally well. I'm a guy who's worked in marketing, who has a passion for branding, who doesn't do branding full time. I do a lot more of the analytical side of marketing, but I'm really invested into logos and uniforms when it comes to sports and non-sports entities. Um, and a lot of teams have done rebrands wrong. I mean, my New York Jets did a rebrand wrong several years ago. They didn't do a full overhaul, but they got a changed logo, which I don't love. They got additional throwback logos. The uniforms sucked. And they're going through 5 years later another jersey change. The Clippers, they desperately needed a rebrand. I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm showing my Twitter feed. Let me pull up the Clippers old logo. Um, Clippers logo history, perfect. These Clippers logos from like the 80s to 2015, I thought were solid and not great. I didn't think it really encapsulated the idea of Clippers. When a lot of basketball teams really shy away from the idea of their name, I think it's something that's should be more highlighted, right? Teams like the Celtics, off the top of my head, that's one that really leans into their brand, their logo, their team name. Who else is like that off the top of my head? Um, a lot of the animal teams are like that. The Bucks are like that, of course. But teams, other historic teams like the Lakers are not quite like that. The Warriors, they don't have really Warriors featured anywhere. They did in years past. The Clippers are certainly like that. We never saw a ship logo since the San Diego Clippers logo in the 80s. And so I love that they overhauled and brought the ship back. But let's talk about the individual elements. So first, the logo. Love this logo. I love this logo so much. You can read um, more information on their Twitter page about the breakdown behind this logo, but the fact that if you take this C with the ship inside of it by itself, it works as a logo. The ship bringing back the Clippers idea, the basketball hidden inside, the compass, adding another ship element, the C around the outside, and then adding this kind of seal with the circle with the text. Love it. Love the idea of bringing the ship back. Love the compass. Love the overall elements of the logo. You kept most of the similar colors, but you reinforced the brand element. When I look at this previous Clippers logo, this LAC here is one of the worst logos in professional sports. I thought it was awful when it came out. And you bring in, not only is that the primary logo, but you could see it on the waistband here of these shorts. The secondary logo is great as well. I love these jerseys. So you kept it close to the same colors. I know there's clear alterations here, but most of the same colors, right? The blue is certainly a darker blue. The red might be about the same. And then, the white is white. It's not really an off-white. I love that they kept the script still. I think that's a classic thing in NBA logos that really is underappreciated. Clean, minimalist, but not underdoing it. I think when you have I'm going to pull up the Jazz logos. Sorry, not logos, uniforms. The current Jazz uniforms, this is minimalism to the highest extreme, and I hate it. Like this is the worst uniform in professional sports, in my opinion. This yellow and this black, especially when they have such great throwbacks. I thought this was a failure and too minimalist. The Clippers did minimalist, but they kept it still, a little fresh. Still kept some elements in there. I like the striping on the outside of the jersey. I like the script. I like the alternate having Los Angeles on the front. I like the side patches, having the flags, the naval communication scheme, and down here as well, along up above the tag there. I love incorporating the light blue in there as well. I love the court. I mean, I think I just love this through and through. And with them getting the new stadium, I think it really makes a mark. We pull up here. This is what I was talking about. The C being able to be used as a logo on its own is a whole nother element that I really appreciate. You add that it can work on all the different colors. You have the overall seal logo. You have this font and this LA being able to stand by itself. You have the clips being able to be a separate element by itself, working on all the different background colors. You could take the ship out and just have the C, which makes word marks more interesting. I mean, 10 out of 10 all the way around. You when you bring also the thing that I really appreciate is when you when you bring the elements of the ship in, you can use that so much more in marketing, and that makes my job easier. If someone who writes copy to be able to use words like make waves on billboards or graphics, it just makes your life as a marketer way easier, but also establishes a brand identity. What am I going to say? Like old Clippers identity with LAC. What am I going to use for copy that has a play on words like that? Nothing. You can't say clip on. That's strange. Let's go clips, I guess is the coolest thing you could do. You bring make waves, you bring different ideas like that. I love it. I just love it. And then you have the LAC, as I mentioned on the Mariner. I'm forgetting the word for it, but like the Mariner flag communication that they use at sea. I just love every element that was done of it. It's just solid all the way through and through. And I really didn't expect that. And I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy a team didn't lean into minimalism. Even though I respect minimalism as a design element, and I just said I liked how they, kept it somewhat minimalist. I still like how they incorporated different elements that I really appreciate. It's just absolutely stupendous. I can't think of another rebrand that is as seamless as this one. And why? Because Nike didn't do it. Because Nike didn't do it. Nike was not in charge of this. They hired an outside agency. Uh, I love it, man. I love it. And I love that they're gonna debut the Intuit Dome. They got the coordinates on the side. Ah, this is like every marketer's dream for a rebrand. I'm hoping my New York Jets are supposed to rebrand. Um, they're at least supposed to get new uniforms to match the old ones. Their throwbacks. They're supposed to get a white and a black. Sorry, a black and a green one to match their white one that they used last year. And I'm assuming they go with the new logo. I hope it's as clean as this. I love that. I love the small details. This is one of the small details. Compass cardinal directions pointing north to the N. The N in Los Angeles lines up with the north on the compass. Love it. I, man, I just can't talk enough about this. Compared to this logo, compared to the big blue sea around the LA with the basketball, every team's logo is a basketball nowadays. If we pull up NBA logos, just a basic image, right? Let's look at this. All 30 NBA teams logos here. How many basketballs can we find? The Jazz is a basketball. This is an old logo, but it's basically the same. Pelicans basketball, Thunder basketball, Hornets basketball, Suns basketball, Magic basketball, Heat basketball, Pacers basketball, 76ers basketball, Nets basketball, Kings. I mean, I guess the crown is the element here, but it's basketball. The Warriors have a basketball behind the bridge, whatever. The Pistons, just a basketball. The Clippers, basically just a basketball. Mavericks have a basketball. The Wolves has a basketball. The Wizards has a basketball. So I mean, almost every logo has a basketball in it. Even the Bucks have a basketball here. And I can't say anything. The Kings logo, the new Clippers logo, does have a basketball. But have I said basketball enough? Basketball, basketball. It's also in the Celtics logo. I didn't even talk about the Lakers logo only being a basketball. The key point here is if we just take the logos that are just a basketball and nothing else, right? Not really clear what else they have going on. The Nets, the 76ers, the Lakers. I didn't even mention the Knicks basketball. The Knicks, we can include in that. The Pistons, the Clippers. How many logos have no indication, if there was no text, no indication what the team mascot is? I guess you could see 13 stars here. That's the closest we can get. But there's no lake, there's no net. There's no clip, there's no piston. So I really love it. I really love the rebrand. I love that they went creative. I love that they brought in an outside agency. I love that they ditched this old logo. I love the jerseys. I love it. And I love the timing of it with the new stadium. Steve Ballmer, you've done a good job. This is awesome to see. Let me know what you think of the Clippers rebrand in the in the comments below. I appreciate the support on this Quick Thoughts episode. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.